We have shown capacity. We have shown competence. We have made a statement that no future generation of politicians can escape from. It is there, it's part of the history books. We even went further than that. We took a party that before we came in was relatively unknown in the state. And in less than 3 months, we turned SDP into a household name in the politics of Rivers State. You were the ones who did it. You mobilized the state, you shook the state in a way that it has not been shaken before politically. Nobody can escape that reality. That's what you're doing. Today, no matter how you want to frame the conversation of politics in Rivers State, you cannot do so without acknowledging your existence and your achievements. It is not an easy feat, and I want to congratulate you. And most importantly, you did all these things barehanded. No institutional support, no financial backing, no government hiding anywhere before you or behind you. On your own, by faith, you made a march that has gone into the books of history. Somebody was telling SDP came third. I said, if you look at what people invested in the election, SDP came more than first. We did not spend any money on anybody. We did not buy one vote. We did not have one policeman. We did not have one INEC in EO or wait a minute, the one where they write, the clerk, fully unit clerk, presiding officer, we didn't have. But we came there in a place where people invested billions. It's a record. So you can only imagine where you would have been if you had that institutional support. Were you beatable? No. You are not beatable. So we made history. And we should be proud of it. It's not something everybody can do. And you were the ones that did it. So, and to tell you that your struggles and the statements that you have made has not gone unnoticed before men and God, and it will not go unnoticed. As politicians, our purpose in politics is to change lives using the instrumentality of government. That's the whole purpose of politics. Politics is not just a fun game. It is not a hobby. We are not activists. We are not just here to keep shouting that this is what is wrong with the society, this is what is bad, this is what is bad. No. We are here because we believe that we have ideas that can positively affect the lives of people and provide better opportunities for the average man or woman in the streets and in the farms and in the villages and in the cities of our state and our country. That's what the game is about. And that is why we cannot relent. The other day I was on the radio, and one man said, you didn't win anything. Are you a serious politician? That somebody said I was not a serious candidate. We don't live by what people say. We don't live by what people say. We live by what we believe and what we can achieve. If we are living by what people say, people have called me the brain box of Rivers State. I haven't gone around shouting that I'm the brain box of Rivers State. So if people come around tomorrow and call you one name, do you change your identity to suit whatever name somebody calls you? Be who you are, and the labels will follow. And we are who we are, and the labels are coming every day. So we have nothing to look forward to and to work for. And we must work for that future. And that is why we are here today. I was saying to a friend of mine the other day, when we left the APC at the time we left. We made it clear the reasons we were leaving, why we were leaving, and what we were leaving for. It was very, very clear to the entire country. We didn't mince words. When I met with the SDP leadership, I equally made the point. When the SDP presidential candidates, my very good friend, a very sound gentleman, actually came to my house to see me, and I told him clearly that my investment, our investment in the APC is too high for us to risk it. And so we cannot risk supporting him because we're already committed. And we have been one of the founding fathers of the All Progressives Congress. It is important for people to remember that when the APC was founded, there were 30-something of us senators who were meeting to promote change in Nigeria. But the day it came for us to now stand up and say we were leaving the BDP, it was only 12 of us that had the courage to stand up and change on the floor of the Senate to face an uncertain future. At that time, the story was that the minute they will take our chairmanship from us, we will do this, we will do that. But we dared the consequences because we believed that we could change Nigeria with what we are about to do. I stood up that day and defected on the floor of the Senate on national television. Many people could not do it. They were looking at us and saying, we are with you in spirit. And I told them that when we win, we will reward them spiritually. We did. We moved beyond that. When we decided to break the PDP, there were only 2 of us that were senators from the South that staged that walkout in front of the president to support the formation of this party. We were the 2 that came up that day. And other legislators from the House of Reps, Elder Chinyaka and others who were with us then, we made that move. So our stake in the APC is not a small stake. We have a stake in the party. When it comes to the present situation and the presidency of Ahmed Bola Tinubu, it is on record that we were the only people in this state that stood up not only to campaign but to ingrain his name. The first billboard for Tinubu in this state was put up at Waterlands Junction with me. All these are facts of history which nobody can alter and no situation can alter. When people talk about appointments, the most important reason for government is not appointment. Appointment will benefit a few persons, but a country that is run well, that delivers opportunities to the bulk of its citizens, will work for everybody. And that is what we have always worked for. It is not just about anybody holding position. Position will benefit a family, will benefit a few friends, but a country that runs well, that is effective, efficient, and productive benefits every citizen. And that is what God expects of leaders. And that is why we supported Ahmed Bola Tinubu, because we believed that he has that capacity to turn the Nigerian society into a society that will benefit the bulk of the Nigerian people. And that's why I continue to support him, not because he's president. We have defied presidents. When we were fighting to create the APC, the then president sent the then governor of Bayelsa to me. He offered me everything, money, everything, and I said, no. We will not turn back from where we have put our head. When we were supporting the present president, they called me to the villa and asked me to stop. And I said, no, we will not turn back from where we have put our head. Because if we don't believe in something, we don't come out to stand for it. We believe in something, we fight for it. That's the whole core of how you can be different from others. So there is no turning back. We remain committed to whatever will make Nigeria better. And as at this point, we are convinced that giving our full and total support to the president and to the party that he belongs will help us to get to that point better and faster than any other means at this point. And it is for those reasons, not because I have any issues in the SDP or against the SDP. I have made it clear to them from the beginning that this is where we are and this is where we're going. That we have taken the decision to return to the All Progressives Congress. Take decisions merely based on people. We take decisions based on principle. And if you want to achieve something meaningful in this world, don't always look on what is around you. Because what you see today may not be there tomorrow. And if you only act based on what you see, when things change and times change, you become confused. You don't know where to go next. You don't know what to do next. I believe that the All Progressives Congress in Rivers State has gone through a lot. Everybody who is associated or affiliated with the APC has also grown wiser. All of us have grown wiser. And I believe that if we take the lessons that we have learned in context into our future conduct, we can build a party in Rivers State that will work for the majority of Rivers people, not just for any single individual or any single individuals. It will work for the majority of Rivers people. And I think that is what Rivers people want. And I think that is what Nigerians expect of those who say they are committed to the president and to the APC. A good politician will always look for ways of adding more people, not pursuing people. It's bad politics to pursue people. Because, like I always tell you people, the raw material of politics are human beings. You cannot work in a factory where you don't like the raw material. There are people who work in a wood factory. Wood has its own smell. If you can't stand the smell of wood, can you work in a wood factory? If you don't like people, you can't play politics. If making people happy does not make you happy, you can't be a good politician. You can be good at anything, but you can't be good at politics. But if your primary driver is to make people happy, and you derive your happiness from the happiness of others, and you're concerned when people are not happy, you'll be a fantastic politician. Because the game is all about how we make people happy. For the past how many years in Rivers State and in Nigeria, we have experimented with different models of leadership. But the sum total of it is that at the end of the day, if we review the things we do and the results that we produce, I'm sure that a lot of us will change our ways and do things differently. And that is why we have always talked about the importance, the need for us to do things differently if we want to see a different result. And we will see different results in our lifetime. So I want to thank all of you, congratulate you for what you have been able to do and for what you stand for. I know that in terms of the benefits and reward of politics, the material expectations that we have, all of us have been disappointed because we have not gotten the material benefits that we expect or our families expect to see from all our investment and suffering and all that we have put into politics. But that is the nature of the game. Persistence, consistency, unwavering commitment to what you believe in, ultimately will lead to victory. It never fails. And we have exhibited that and will continue to exhibit it. So I want to encourage you. A lot of times, when you run into a difficult situation or you fail, people begin to want to grade you by the fact that you didn't succeed at one thing. Success does not mean that you will never fail. It means that when you fail, you will learn and you will move forward. Failure does not mean that you will never succeed. It only means that you have made a habit of failing and you don't learn from your failure. We are successful people. We have succeeded at so many things. We have succeeded in politics and we will continue to succeed. Where we did not succeed, we will learn. Where we have made mistakes, we will recalibrate and work harder. But at the end of the day, I want to stand here and assure you all that success is assured and that if we work for it, we fight for it, we will get it at the end of the day. So something here, God denies you that. It may be because that is not what is meant for you. You may have something that is better than even what you expect. So don't be discouraged. Be like Job. You don't curse God and die. You wait for his blessings because his blessings will surely come. I keep telling all of you that tomorrow will be better. I am very, very confident that tomorrow will be better. It will be strange if I don't say anything about Rivers State, given the kind of situation that we have in the state and in the politics of the state. From day one, my position has been very, very clear. You only have one governor at a time. And all Rivers people should respect their governor, however he gets there. Once he's there, it is our duty as citizens to respect the governor and support the government. That's what is expected of us. And that's what we have always done. When Dr. Billy was governor, I served the state through Dr. Billy. It wasn't that I served Dr. Billy, I served Rivers State through Dr. Billy. The records are there. When Amechi was there, I served Rivers State through Amechi. The records are there. When Wike was governor of Rivers State, I served Rivers State in my own way through him. And I gave him every support and every respect as governor of our state. Today, Similar Buhari is the governor of Rivers State. I think that the proper thing for us as Rivers people to do is to give him the respect that will enable him to perform his functions as governor. If tomorrow he is not there, whoever is there, he supports and give him that respect. I was trying to be governor. If I had become the governor, would I be satisfied if people didn't give me the support and respect that they are giving to other governors before me? Not to say anyhow in the waka into the animal. If you want hunter, maybe you don't just carry them disrespectfully like that, put for back. Treat him too like an animal. The truth of the matter is that we have one governor at the time. And I will leave it at that. I don't want us to get involved in the dynamics of the politics in another party. That is the politics of PDP, is not our business. But Rivers State is our state. And our stake is clear. So that much, I think, is proper and appropriate that I say about that. You know, but as a Rivers man and a leader in this state, at least, anyhow, when they take qualify for the leadership and the eldership, we are qualified now. Is there anybody that will say we are not qualified? Yeah. No, we are qualified. And so our own voice too counts. And at a time like this, it is important that the state should hear our voice and hear it clearly. That is what I would like to say about that. Everybody, that I am a patriotic Nigerian. I am not afraid to stand against the powers that be if I think that it will not benefit our country. But I'm not one of those people that will take decisions based solely on self-interest. Let us take decisions in the best interest of our country. As Raju Ahmed, Bola Tinubu, like I've always said, The man is a forensic accountant. He understands economics. He has run a state in a manner that is in keeping with the principles that bring economic prosperity, and he produced results. Let us all give him that support to see that he produces the same result for Nigeria. It does not mean that if we see things going wrong, we will say it. But it also does not require us politically to train people to begin to pull down the president when all the things he's doing are the things we have always said that we wanted to see in Nigeria. We have talked about the danger that the oil subsidy was causing to our country. All of us understood that. We have talked about the fraud that was in the mixed foreign exchange rates. All of us understood that. And those are the things that started by changing and discussing economic problems and challenges in the country. That is to be expected. But what I would like to say here is that unless we have honest men and women who are implementing the policies that have been set out, it does not matter how good the policies are, we will not get the desired result. And so we want to appeal to all those that the president has entrusted with responsibility to be humble and look at the state of the Nigerian people and put in their best, putting the people first. When the people prosper, the leaders will prosper even more. But when the leaders prosper and the people don't prosper, there is problem everywhere. The problem with Nigeria is that the leaders have been prospering and the people are not prospering. It is time for the people to prosper so that the leaders too can prosper properly. I think that is very hard to take. I know that it has not been easy. These days that things are happening, anybody who is on the, as scams break out and things happen, cash is flowing. And then our people are in the house, they look here, it is happening here, 10,000 bags of rice has moved this way. You look here, 20,000 bags of rice have moved that way. You look here, so million has moved this way, so million has moved that way, and you are in your house. My brother, we cannot sit in our house at this time. We must get up and do what politicians do. Don't you so? So I want to thank all our leaders, those who met with the national chairman of the APC to chart a way forward for the team, and all those who have been doing their best to try to see that we remain together. That is not true. We didn't register everybody in SDP. It's very true, all of them remain in the APC. We didn't remove them out of the APC.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.